Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm pharmacytechlove. This is where you'll be learning everything that you need to know about how to be a pharmacy technician. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm pharmacytechlove, and if this is your first time ever visiting my channel, make sure you subscribe. I want you to look right here. For you, it'll be to your right. I want you to hit that subscribe button. After you hit the subscribe button, there's going to be a bell at the bottom with a slash in the bottom. That means, or through the bell, that means that you won't receive my notifications. If you hit that top bell that has quotation marks, that means that you're going to see my video every time I upload a new one. So today we are going over the top 200 drugs. We are going to be talking about 61 through 80. If you've been watching my videos, I have done 1 through 20. I've also done 21 through 40, and today I will be going over 41 through 60. If you are interested in becoming a certified pharmacy technician, you can definitely look in the comments. I'll pin it there, or you can also look in the description. If you have questions on how to become a pharmacy technician, we do offer a program through Pharmacy Tech Lessons, and if you have questions, you can email me at pharmacytechlove@gmail.com. If you feel like you have further questions there after we've talked about it, I'll also leave my phone number down in the description as well. If you want to call me and leave a voice message, that's absolutely fine. I will call you back, or either you can text me. There are a lot of credentials now for pharmacy technicians to become a lot more advanced. And speaking of advanced, you can become an advanced pharmacy technician. Remember, this is not a job, this is a career. All right, let's get into our brands and generics 41 through 60. If you would like to play the video games of this, go to denalirx.com, which you can actually find that in the description, and use my discount code pharmacytechlove. They will give you a 15% off discount. All right, let's get right into it and let's do it. All right, the first one is going to be Advair. We have our brands and generics over here, so whatever you see me write down over here will be your brand name. Whatever you see me write down over here will be the generic of the brand name. So the generic of the brand name Advair is going to be fluticasone. Fluticasone. All right, and this is a steroid bronchodilator. All right. All right, the next one is going to be Aleve, and I'm sure everyone has heard of Aleve. This is just an over-the-counter medication. The generic name for Aleve is naproxen. All right, and this one is an NSAID, which means a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, and it is used for pain. It is an analgesic. All right, the next one is going to be Allegra. Allegra. This actually, a lot of medications started out as a brand name drug, or what they call a legend drug, and then they turned into an over-the-counter medication. So whenever you hear OTC, that's what that means, over-the-counter. So Allegra is now an over-the-counter medication, but it started out as a drug, a legend drug, I'll just say, or what's probably more familiar with you is it started out as a prescription drug. All right, the generic name for Allegra is fexofenadine. Fexofenadine. And I actually used to take this medication as well. It is an antihistamine, which means that it can be used for allergies. All right, it can be used for seasonal allergies. All right, the next one is going to be Coreg. Coreg. The generic name for this is Carbidolol. Carbidolol. C-A-R-V-E. Carbidolol. And this medication is used as an antihypertensive medication. So it is used for high blood pressure. All right. I hope you know that's C-A-R. Just want to tell you that. The next one is Crestor. Crestor. And the generic name for this one is Rosuvastatin. Remember what I said about those statin meds? I wonder if you remember. Rosuvastatin. What do you remember about cholesterol medications? They end in the suffix statin, so that means that these are low cholesterol lowering medications. All right, we have our brands and we have our generics. So we're going to go to our next set. We have a set of 4, so this is number 1. Let's go to set number 2. All right, let's jump right into set number 2. Let's start with Cymbalta. Cymbalta. Our generic name for Cymbalta, oopsie, is Duloxetine. Duloxetine. And what that is used for is an antidepressant, all right? The next one is going to be Zestrial. And the the generic name for that is Trazadone. I used to always think that this was a controlled substance, but it's not. So the brand name is Zestrial, the generic name is Trazadone. It is also used as an antidepressant. The next one is Diflucan, or Diflucan, however you would like to say that. The generic name for that is fluconazole. And this is going to be an antifungal medication. Okay? You have flu here, you have flu here. So maybe that'll help you out to remember that one. All right, the next one is Diovan. The generic name for Diovan is Valsartan. Valsartan. And the use for that one is also an antihypertensive medication. As you know, blood pressure is probably one of the most leading causes of death in the United States. As you see me go through these and talk about these, the majority of these medications are for antihypertension, which is high blood pressure. All right, one more in section number 2, which is Effexor. Effexor, which is the generic name for that is venlafaxine. The usage for this one is also an antidepressant. Antidepressant. Okay, make sure you take your notes on what they're used for. That's the only thing that I'm not writing down is what they're used for. The only thing that I'm writing down are the brands and the generics, and I'm verbally speaking what they're used for, okay? Let's go on to section number 3. Okay, this is number 3, section number 3. We have one more to go. We have 4 sections total. All right, the first brand name that we're going to work on is Elavil. Elavil. The generic name for that is Amtryptyline. This one's always kind of difficult for me to spell. Amtryptyline. L-I-N-E. All right, this is going to be an antidepressant. The next one is Fosamax. Think of fossils whenever you hear this one. Fosamax. And the generic name for this is alendronate. And the way that I help my students remember this is you have fossils, so think of bones because this is a bone strengthener. And think of, whenever you hear the word alendronate, think of bone and drone, if that helps. That may not help you, but it helps my students. Okay, the next one is hold on. The next one is Chlorcon. Let me kind of bend this down because I don't want to get the ones I had in the previous section. The next one is Chlorocon. And this one is going to be potassium chloride. All right, and this is just an electrolyte. That's all this is, okay? The next one is, again, this one is an electrolyte, just in case you didn't hear me. The brand name is Chlorocon. The generic is potassium chloride. All right, the next one is Metacore. The generic name for that is Lovastatin. What is that one used for? statin. If you said cholesterol lowering, you are absolutely correct. Let's go to the next one. Good job, good job. All right, the last one in section 3 is going to be Moloxicam. The generic name for that is Moloxicam. All right, the usage of that medication is it is an analgesic and it is also an NSAID, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. We have one more section to go, which is section number 4. Let's jump right into it. Okay, you've made it to section 4. You've made it. All right, let's get into these brands and generics. The next one is going to be Paxil. Paxil. Oh, gotta put that I in there. The generic name for that is paroxetine. Paroxetine. The usage for that medication, it is an antidepressant. The next one is going to be Valium. Valium. The generic name for that is Diazepam. And that is a PAM, so that is going to be an anti-anxiety medication. Okay, make sure you look up my suffix video. It'll teach you everything that you need to know about the suffixes of a medication, okay? Just in case on a test that you have, you can't remember what the medication is used for, those suffixes will help you out. All right, the next one is going to be Vibromycin. Vibromycin. And the generic name for this is doxycycline. And this is an antibiotic. The next one is Zantac. And to be honest, I don't think that I could be wrong, but I don't think Zantac is on the market anymore, but I could be wrong. Do your own research. The generic name for that is ranitidine or ranitidine. However you would like to pronounce that is fine. And this is an antacid. We have one more. The last one is Zestrial. Zestrial. The generic name for that is lisinopril. We have actually done a lisinopril. So I believe lisinopril has 2 brand names. And this one is also an antihypertensive medication used for blood pressure. All right, these are our brands and generics, 41 through 60. You can find these on the Denali RX website. If you just Google DenaliRx.com, you can sign up for that. It's just a platform, a learning platform where you can learn your brands and generics, your SIG codes, and so much more, your laws for pharmacy. Everything that you need to know is right there to help you kind of guide you on how to be a pharmacy technician, or not how, but kind of a little bit of what you need to know. Make sure you use my discount code pharmacytechlove. You guys have a wonderful day or wonderful evening, wonderful night whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.